All right, Kagurabachi, the popular manga months ago that became the Morbius of the manga community. Yeah, we are here. I tried doing a video about this like when the first chapter dropped. I think the first two came out, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of went in the manga. I thought it was aggressively mid. It was like, crazy how popular this thing was getting off of like a basic, premise and the main character. So, but now months has passed, and I was like, let me just check back into it, see if it, because people were saying it's actually pretty good. I've seen some videos about it from Sufferings and Broken Run On. Like, bro, I was like, okay, maybe I tap in. All right, so Kagurabachi, in case you don't know, the plot, at least from the first chapter, from what I remember, is that the main character Chinaru and his father was, you could say they had an interesting relationship. He was one of those comical kind of dads, but also serious at times. And I think he had a great name to his like rep, like he's like one of the, I guess, powerful sword niggas in the whole universe, or something to that nature. Chinaru kind of like thought his dad was kind of lame a little bit, but he also wanted to follow in his footsteps and become a great swordsman like him. The first chapter show a massacre that happened, and his dad was no longer in the presence of him, and it was like, damn, the way it happened was kind of like sad and stuff. And then we see Chinaru grow up and have this new cold look to his face and that big ass scar like an edgelord now. And now he's seeking revenge. And I ain't gonna lie, the first chapter, the only thing I said super mid, but the only thing I liked was probably like the action, and Chinaru was like slicing these niggas up. That shit was hard, but that's pretty much it. I was like, this is mid. I thought Chinaru was kind of like a basic ass main character too. I hate the little expression he does, on his face. It seems so like emoji-ish, That probably didn't make no sense. But it seems very average. You know what? I was on it too harshly, Let me give it a second chance. So I read it, and I thought it was an average. I kind of had the same feeling a little bit until it was at chapter 6 and 7. And that's when I started to get more interested, right when they brought in Char. And I think she's the Anya of the whole universe. I like Charcat a lot. And basically the whole storyline with her. And we get to know more about the whole Enchanted Blade, the world, and like how the different organizations are come together for Chinaru's blade. And yeah, it's setting some things up nice. But I'm going to keep it straightforward with you. If I had to give it a rating so far, it probably went from like a 5 or probably 4 out of 10. To like a 7 out of 10. And the reason I say that because, well, the story, that's going on with the Kagurabachi in the manga, I've seen it before. I'm like a veteran to the anime, so I've seen it before. But I'm not saying that's why it's bad. I'm just saying I'm not kind of like unimpressed because, I've seen it before. But I'm still interested, and I will say it has potential like crazy. Like, the way they setting the power system up and the Enchanted Blade, the concept, I thought that was nice, a great concept I could get behind it. Along with the story of, avenging his father, it seems to be coming together nice. And I think the best aspect of Kagurabachi is definitely the action. But I will say, I said the action is, is a great part. It made me laugh a few times, surprisingly. So I kind of wish they would explore more into the comedy aspect a little bit. Like after like a serious art, they can go tap into the comedy aspect or go into like a little slice of life. Spend a little time in that, and then you can go to the action shit. But from what I read so far, yeah, it's like a lot of action and with a little bits of comedy in there, but mostly action. Also bringing new characters, giving them new stories, and the antagonist that comes in. It's setting things up nice. Now, I've seen people say like this is peak already. Like, I wouldn't say that. It's pretty good. I will say I definitely was wrong about Kagurabachi. I thought I was going to be here for like 10 chapters in. I thought it was going to be like ass. People going to like move on from this. But it's actually still has like a pretty solid fan base so far. And the story is like, especially from the last 6-7 chapters, it's pretty darn good, and I respect it. And yeah, like I said, I think the biggest thing about Kagurabachi is I say it definitely has great potential. Like, it could be like top 10 selling manga. I mean, hell, it's already in top 10 when the first chapter came out because of the damn memes. But I feel like the way the story is going, it could actually earn that spot from the story alone. So I feel like maybe if they keep it up. And here's the thing, I binged it for like, I guess you said the past day or so. And some of the concepts have been a little confusing, but like, the thing about parasitism and stuff. But honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I'm going to straight for the action. And I'm not going to give myself a headache trying to understand everything about Kagurabachi. But like, for what I've seen so far, like, I guess I gotta dumb it down for myself, go to clear mind. It's enjoyable, I'll say that. I actually really like Char's story and the whole mother situation. That actually got surprisingly dark, and I was like, damn, it kind of hit me a little bit. Pretty interesting story, and the whole family past trauma stuff and how she's like, damn near a guinea pig to niggas. I could tell like this road is like pretty damn dark. And from what the organization is like, setting up, it's like, man, it's gonna get worse. Now the art style, that was one thing I was not really a fan of, and I didn't like how he didn't really add detail like that. But then I had to think about it. Sometimes the artist grows as they do in the story, like Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, and the art gets better. And that'll give Kagurabachi a little break. But some art moments, like some panels be looking cold as shit. Like it could be looking wacky a little bit, and then like it has a panel like this or these or even this. Shit, hold on, them double spreads be hitting all the time. I ain't gonna lie, that artwork is nice. Like I didn't think he had to end them, but shit, that nigga know how to, he has great penmanship, how they say it. I love the whole antagonist and Chinaru, dynamic plus the fights. See, here's another thing. I'm bad with names when it comes to, this manga. The only ones I know is Chinaru and Char. Good luck. I guess it sounds similar, but yeah, I'm pretty much bad with names otherwise. But just know the antagonist nigga and then Chinaru. I like to say that's definitely Chinaru's first rival because they was going in from the first time they met and how everything went wrong. And then the get back, hey, that shit got interesting, bro. That shit was lit. And I love the whole, the side squad right here, Chinaru's friend group. Like, they are cool and nothing too crazy. They didn't really stand out like that until the jumping of all time happened. Hey, these niggas know how to get down, but they had a plan. They stuck to that shit. They was jumping the fuck out of this nigga. With great artwork, too. The raid missions was dope. And for the first arc, I guess, the first major arc, it was pretty good. It was pretty enjoyable. I liked it. I think it's great. Probably not. Do I think it's peak? Hell no, but it's definitely good, It went from being, at least for me, mid to good. And that's a pretty good start. Now, I may not like it as, like, such as Kagurabachi or, like, other mangas like Dan Dan or Sakamoto Days, but I'm going to keep reading. I'm in tune, and I'm definitely going to keep reading because it could, like, from what I've seen from the first major arc, potential is through the roof. Who knows, the next up-and-coming arc could be crazy, could get even more crazy, and I don't know, like, the different organizations I've seen, they plotting something crazy. And people have been saying this new Jujutsu Kaisen is going to pass Jujutsu Kaisen and become the next big manga. Who knows, man? From what I've seen so far, like, JJK is leagues above this, but, you never know in the next 3 years. So we'll see if it'll last that long. Because some mangas just got to get X for some reason, bro. It's some bullshit. But, yeah. Nah, Kagurabachi, pretty solid. And that's pretty much it, man. Now, my next video, at least manga-wise, might be Sakamoto Days or maybe Dan Dan. We'll see. And comment down below your thoughts about Kagurabachi if you want to inform me on something or if you have a favorite character, favorite arc, moment, comment down below. And yeah, that being said, I'm out. Peace. Oh, whoa.